Yo, what's going on? How's everybody feeling? This is my first video in a minute. I gotta be honest. I have not been recording like I should or probably should. I been just doing a lot, putting a lot everywhere and just trying to see new shit, new things. My bad. But yeah. So right now I'm building or remodeling an apartment. I got the idea randomly to just make an apartment that was kind of weird and like just something different, because I don't know, this apartment space, there's a majority of the apartment spaces that are not occupied. I have a hard time like redoing them because they're laid out so awkwardly. And so with this one, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make it like a tiny space. And I didn't know how exactly I wanted to do it. In this front room, it was actually gonna be the bedroom, but it ended up being like a hangout space. You're gonna see it, but it ended up being a hangout space. And so I named this the HAANGOuT house, double A's, the HAANGOuT house. But I named it after I recorded it and started editing it. And I was just like, yeah, that's a cool name for it, because it literally looks like a place where people could just chill out and do what they want to do and just vibe. It's like a bookshelf, it's a TV, it's a really small space, but I didn't know how I wanted to color the walls, like wallpapers. Just building period can be a little complicated sometimes, but I don't know. I feel like I did way too good with this one. Like, I didn't know I had that in me. It's like very subtle, but it's realistic, at least from my perspective. It's mad realistic. Like, I don't know. But yeah, I like the small space. I didn't check if a sim could fit in between the bookcase and the bed, but I'm sure they can still get on the bed without that. If they can't, I didn't upload this to gallery. Comment down below if you want this in the gallery, because I can put it in the gallery. But yeah, so just building this space right here, like the little living room space. It's dark, so I put little lamps over there. I did not want to put too much light because I didn't want it to be too bright, because some apartments, they don't really have like a lot of lighting. So I wanted it to be like that kind of vibe where it's like dark in some places, so you gotta do a little extra something to like keep the lights, but I tried to like branch out with the colors, because the walls were like kind of giving boring 90s, which is cool, but it's not what I wanted to go for. I wanted it to be like more spirited. The part so where that couch begins, that little entryway, that's where the more personal like living space is, where the person who actually occupies the apartment will be sleeping over there. They'll be living over there. That's their space. But outside of that, in the front room, that's where the hangout begins. Like, the way I set this up, honestly, I want to jump cut to the end so you could just see what I'm talking about, because I literally did my thing. So now I kind of want to test myself to see what other apartments I could finesse. I can't cap to you though, this kitchen is ugly. I mean, it's not like terrible, but to me, the kitchen kind of looks ugly. But that's how it really be in apartments. Like, the kitchens be so like, they don't be so ugly, but they be like not appealing to like a kitchen in a house. I haven't lived in an apartment building, but in my apartments, like, we had to give life to the kitchen, because the kitchens usually come busted, and that is a factoid. But I did add a little bit of color in there. Like, she got some dishes and some tea and some little mugs and a lunch bag, I think it is, or a snack bag or some shit. And like, yeah, it's super cute, but I don't know, I didn't want to overdo it. I kind of wanted to make it seem like the kitchen was not like all that used. Like, you can tell somebody lives there, but it's like that's like the part that it's not really. I feel like I could have done a little more, because like thinking back, there was a broom that I wanted to use the broom set by where I put the vacuum. I was low-key rushing after a while, because I kept having to stop and take breaks and just find a comfortable position. And that's why in this video you might see me like not moving, because I keep having to either go take bathroom breaks, snack break. Bro, I needed to be able to want to continue to do this, so I needed to be occupied in some way, mentally. I don't know how to explain it to you in a way that you get it, but if you hear, I'm sure you get it, because we get it. But yeah. Oh, I don't know. For new people, I guess, my name, I go by Earth, but I don't prefer it. Earth is my platform. Earth is like my platform of all platforms. Like, I create in Earth. That's what it is. And it's not to sound like deep or any like philosophical shit, because it's really just, I don't know. It's just I create a space for myself where I can just be myself. So I make jewelry. I make, oh, there, look, she's frozen right now. I make jewelry. I sing. I rap. I do a little bit of something. I got The Sims. I've been playing The Sims for so long, like since I don't even know how old I was, but I know that I started with The Sims 3. I'm 21 right now, and I started with The Sims 3. And The Sims 3, it was fire. But, I felt like I needed more. When I seen that Sims 4 trailer come out, I'm like, oh, we live. We live with it. But, sometimes, and I be hearing this from a lot of other Simmers that I watch, be saying that, like, The Sims is boring. And low-key, The Sims do be getting boring. But, I don't know. Some people make it fun. And when I watch other Simmers, it just makes it 10 times more interesting. I'd be like, oh, I could do this in my game. But I know that once I get past the creative sim mode, I'm Audi 3000. And I got to, like, take breaks because I don't want to burn out. And that's also what I'm doing here, like, taking a break. Because I didn't want to just start making the apartment look like just anything because I'm getting bored. But not to say that Sims sucks, because Sims is beautiful. Like, look at this fucking apartment right now. You see it's all coming together, the hangout space. Like, The Sims is beautiful. But anyway, back to... So, I didn't know how many chairs I wanted to do. I wanted it to be, like, even, but I also wanted to be, like, realistic to where, like, would someone buy 2 of these, or would somebody buy? But, I don't know. It doesn't really matter. I be thinking, but thoughts come. I wanted to... Slow down, shorty. I wanted to make the apartment look lived in. Like, it's real chill. I was thinking about putting a bubble machine, but I didn't know how to fit that in with all the chairs. But honestly, the way that it came out pretty fire. I kind of think that I should put a lamp in there. And I also forgot to name the apartment. And I also didn't think to add lot traits. I probably should have done that, because that would have been a really cool touch. Like adding the communal joint where they want to talk to each other, interact with each other type shit. I want this space to be like productive conversation. Whoever owns this apartment might just be a rocking violinist who's the club leader of the HAANGOuts. That's what it's gonna be called, the HAANGOuts Club and shit. I might even do I'm not gonna speak too much, because I'm setting the intention. I'm learning to keep my word, and with keeping my word, that means being honest. And if I say I'm going to do one thing and then I end up not doing it at all, it turns out to be a lie, believe it or not. And so I'd rather not say what I'm going to do. I'd rather just feel it and do it when I do it, and let y'all be hyped for it, because I'm gonna be hyped for it, and I know somebody else will be hyped for it. But we are coming to the end. I wanted to do some screenshots, but I couldn't find my screenshots, so I'm using the videos that good thing I didn't end the recording, but I'm using the videos from that. And yeah, here we go. Bow, look at her. Look at her bow. Titty light. Oh my gosh, look at the whole apartment. Yes, the bathroom eats it up, eats it down to the ground. Look at me. I'm in a sink right now. Look at me. I had to give y'all a real nice entryway, show y'all what the dealio is. Look at this little comfy space. Look at the kitchen. Look at the bed, how it all flow together. The kitchen look lived in like I said so. And look at it all. Peace, y'all. Have a good night.